So I just want to say that people people never change, or people haven't changed since the dawn of like time, essentially. I just wanted to make that as a baseline. So, because the internet has been great and social media is pretty cool, but with it, we're seeing a lot of real nut cases. I just want to say that, I mean, there's always been nut jobs. It's just the internet allows them to be seen more often now. So, just ignore them if you see them. I don't understand why so many people give them the time of day. They're stupid. They're crazy. They're out of their mind. They're just not normal. They're just a bundle of problems. So just don't give them time. Like, I don't understand why. They're just a bunch of fucking problems. Not good people. They're just something's wrong with them. How they were raised or how they were born. I don't care. It's just there've always been nut jobs like that. It's just that the internet has now just pushed them right to our faces. So don't get mad or anything. People have always been like that. People have always been the same. Social media, they keep telling you that social media has been causing all these problems with like teen mental health or something. I don't know. But I mean, there's like is it really a cause of concern? Those people were. There's always people like that. Like, there's always just gonna be those who just can't handle. They can't hack it. They can't handle it. Like, if social media is causing you mental problems or whatever, like that's just your problem. That's your fault. The majority of people I know are normal. They have no problems, and they've been on the internet probably as long as I have, and I've had unlimited internet access since I was a small child. And I'm not depressed. I don't have self-image issues. I don't have body image issues. I don't lack self-esteem, confidence issues. I don't care. I do not have mental health problems. I'm probably like a little. I got some screws loose at the most, probably. I don't know. I'm probably a little crazy, honestly. But that's it. That's not because of the internet. Maybe it is. I don't know. No, I actually think I was just born this way. So, but like, I'm still a normal person. Like, you wouldn't look at me and think I'm a nut job if we were making small talk. I'm trying to like buy groceries or something, or if I'm getting a haircut and the barbers and me and making small talk. I'm not openly a weirdo or a nutcase. But some of these people are, because they can't control themselves. Like, everyone has their own quirks. Everyone's like, that's the point of being normal. Being normal is the fact that you can control yourself and act, quote unquote, normally. But what makes you not normal is the fact when you can't control yourself, when you can't control your quirks that make you unique, make you special. But when you can't control them, that makes you not normal. That makes you like a true weirdo and a true nut job, essentially. So, I mean, there's always been people like that. Like I said, there's always been people like that since the like humans dawn era. There's always been there's always been people like that. We haven't really changed that much in like the millennia. Like, we're still the same human beings. It's just that our environment has changed. And so thanks to the internet and social media, these people, like the crazy people, the nut jobs, they're not the majority, but that doesn't mean there's not a lot of them. Like 1,000,000 people is not the majority of the human race, and there's 8 billion humans, and 1,000,000 is nothing, but 1,000,000 people is still a lot of people. It's still a big number. Even though it may not be the majority, it's still a lot, right? So, and that's why thanks to the internet, social media, you're seeing a lot of these nutcases pretty much just self-report on themselves, and they're just being crazy, and stupid. Like, it's just been getting worse these past years, especially after that pandemic or whatever happened, like six or 7 years ago, and I'm not even kidding. It's actually 6 or 7 years ago. Okay. That really did a lot of people in for some reason. I don't know. Like, if you're normal, it didn't really affect you. It was just like a vacation off from school and work. If you're normal. Like, if you develop like social problems due to it, no, that was just there to begin with. Like, that's all you, buddy. If you couldn't handle that, then that's your problem. Like, no, there's all these normal people, like, you're still hanging out, like calling each other, FaceTime, playing games. Like, you're not socially isolated. You're still like talking and interacting with friends, just not in person. But if you had social problems, that's just you. That just means you weren't normal, really, to begin with, and that's just the truth. They're not the majority, but there is a lot of people who are just not quote unquote normal. That's it. And just really I've been seeing a lot about like all this gay stuff, all this like race stuff, maybe even religion, and also about like misogyny versus misandry. Like, the people who like are very passionate about those things are just not normal. Like, the saying of like the dose makes the poison, it just is the best saying. It encapsulates this entire thing. Like, too much of anything and too little of anything is bad. Extremes are bad. You have like extremes, people who like love religion, and then the extremists who don't like religion, or the extremists who are all about like this pride stuff, gay people or whatever, and then the extremists who hate the gays and want them gone. Like, normal people, we don't care. Like, you can do whatever you want, just don't do anything that harms me or anyone I like. But I don't care what you do otherwise. But it's those extremes that cause problems. It's always the radicals. And now only you need radicals to make change, but is this really change that we want? No, because we don't care. Normal people don't really want whatever you want. We don't care. All we want is to live our lives nice and peacefully and just lead a happy, fulfilling life. We don't need you causing problems. But the radicals, they always cause problems. And on the internet, it's just them ranting like what I'm doing right now, but it's like late at night. And this is, I don't know, I'm bored. I got nothing else to do. And they're ranting online, and like, there's just a bunch of nutcases. Like, I see all the time, because I love reading YouTube comment threads on videos about the dating scene's been pretty bad, I hear, but honestly, I don't see a problem. It's just that small percentage. I mean, not really that small, but it's not the majority. Like I said before, it's not the majority, but that doesn't mean there isn't a lot. 1 million people ain't the majority, but 1 million is still a lot of people. So, you know, in the dating scene about like the Me Too movement, and feminism, and women, and then like men, misandry, and whatnot. I don't really get it. I mean, I don't really see that. I don't really see problems where I am. I mean, of course, that doesn't mean there aren't problems somewhere else, but like, I don't see it. My friends don't see it. No one I know sees it, and that just goes to show that it's not that big of a deal. It's not as big of a deal as people make it out to be because they're on the internet. They like to push it in your face and make it seem like it's everywhere, but it's not. It's if you see something all the time, you think that's the only thing there, but it's fabricated. It's not real. It's fake. It's fake news. It's actually fake news. Like, that's not a joke. It's actually fake. They're just exaggerating things because that gets the views, that gets the clicks. That's what social media is all about. So yeah, there's a lot of crazy people out there, crazy men, crazy women. It's all about race, politics, gender, any problem. It can be summed up and encapsulated with there's a lot of nut jobs and a lot of extremists, but they're not the majority. You know, most people are just normal guys and girls just wanting to live their lives, and then we're just having to sit back and watch all these actual weirdos. They got screws loose. They're nutcases. Like, I don't know what happened to them. They're either born that way, raised that way, or both. They were born and raised to just be crazy. Like, I don't understand how some of these people think and operate are just outside the realm of regular, decent human being. I just got done watching a few videos of it, and I'm like disappointed to know some people actually think this way and operate and live like that, because I think it's sad that they live their lives with their thoughts and their way of thinking. Like, how do you survive that way? They're a complete nut job. Like, they lack basic logic and reasoning, and then they just play mental gymnastics to believe in whatever they want, and it doesn't make sense to me. But that doesn't matter. What matters is what they believe, and that's what makes them crazy. Like, I just don't get them. And then I see a lot of people getting frustrated and angry at them, and I say there's really no point in getting frustrated and angry, because there's always going to be people like that, and there always has been people like that. It's just now we see them more because they get more exposure thanks to the internet and social media. So we're just more aware of the different types of people in the world than before we had the internet. So, I mean, that's all I want to really talk about. It's just a lot of crazy people out there. And all these controversial topics can just be summed up on a lot of crazy people, a lot of radicals, a lot of extremists. Just, I mean, the regular people who just, stay cool and chill, stay normal. And the next time you see a crazy person, just know there's about 10 other people that are normal, and they all collectively say the same thing about them. They all collectively think the same way about them. They think they're crazy and they don't want to have to deal with them. Because who wants to deal with a nut job? They're just a nuisance. They're obnoxious and they're annoying. And just, that's it.